What is up, guys? Rakdos is here, and this is match number 2 for the red-black sacrifice deck. Oh my goodness. We have both of our colors. We have Read the Bones. I'm going to keep it. This is not a great hand by any means, and we're actually versing someone finally with a higher level than us. So I think this is an okay hand. We have both of our colors, and we have the Read the Bones to do on turn 3. If we didn't have the Read the Bones, if it was basically anything else, I would instantly mulligan this. But because we have the Read the Bones, we can hopefully, you know, scry then draw into what we need. Now, I wonder what our opponent is playing. Probably Elves, black-green, almost universally signals the Elf deck. Ooh, this is new. As a battlefield, pull a +1/+1 counter on something. He's going to put it on himself, so it's just a 2/2 for turn 2. I haven't really seen this guy a ton, so I'm not sure what deck this guy's playing. Who knows? Now, another land that's definitely not what we need. So it looks like the Read the Bones on turn 3 is still going to be the plan here. I don't know. What would we look for with the Read the Bones? Probably like a sack outlet. Now we just gotta hope no wombos from this guy, no wombo combos from this guy, and we'll find a sack outlet hopefully. So an Nantuko Husk or the Blood Flow Connoisseur, and again that's what we're looking for because then we have double Trace Instinct. All right. And if he puts it on this guy, that's the best. Okay, good, because then we get to steal his biggest guy, right? That's the plan. He's gonna attack for 3, which is not great. Attacking for 3 turn 3 isn't the worst thing in the world. We still have a lot of setup though. We have to Read the Bones, then we have to play the sack outlet, then we have to start taking his guys. So we're looking to take an unfortunate amount of damage before that point. Now that's the bad part. Again, this deck has a lot of moving pieces. It's got a lot of things you need to do to set it up. Like we're drawing stuff to sacrifice guys, but no guys to sacrifice. So let's do the Read the Bones, and that's going to deal 2 damage to us as well. Okay, so this can go on top. And there, that's it. I don't need another Traitorous Instinct. Ooh, and a Perilous Mirror. That's pretty good. That's not bad. Oh, I have to discard a card? Jeez, let's discard a Bone Splinters. Hope that was the right choice. I didn't want to discard a land because if we never draw another land, that'll mean 5 lands, so we can play a lot of our powerful plays. But right now, we are at the mercy of this guy. There's so... Oh my gosh. And the Elf deck. You know what I might just do? Instead of doing this whole thing, I think I'm going to Perilous Mirror, sacrifice it with the Bone Splinters, kill this guy, and then deal the -2 to this guy. Because I just can't afford taking this much damage all the time. And then he's going to be left with a 1/1. And because I need to kill this guy, because this guy can kill my Blood Flow Connoisseur. Right, because he can -1/-1 it, so that is just not an option for me. Because if I play this guy and he kills it, it's absolutely devastating. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play the Perilous Mirror and basically instantly Bone Splinters it, destroy this guy, sacrifice this guy, deal 2 damage to this guy. It's a decent blowout, like. Killed a lot of his guys, and he's down to a 1/1. It's, you know, we're at 11, he's at 20 though, so we've got a lot of ground to make up. I mean, if he plays anything here, we're still so behind. So I'd like to have just 1 turn to play the Blood Flow Connoisseur, then we can start getting the Traitorous Instincts rolling. That is not the worst thing in the world. That's just usually just not a very good card. So that's not amazing to see that, but it's certainly not the end of the world. And what we'll get to do now, I mean, I'd like to actually see a creature draw next turn, like the Goblin Arsonist. That lets us block. Something to do other than just play the Blood Flow Connoisseur. And we can't even take this guy either because that's hexproof, which is pretty crappy. We drew Liliana. That is interesting. That's going to completely turn off attacking with this guy. That's very interesting. I think we need to run out the Blood Flow Connoisseur though. We just need to. And that's just how it goes. We're going to take 4 next turn. And if the Blood Flow Connoisseur survives, though, we can hopefully start doing real things. That's just what I hope. And we don't even have enough mana, unfortunately, to... If we drew a land and we played the Liliana, we're one away from being able to Liliana and Trader's Instincts to 100% flip Liliana, which sucks. So we are on the absolute back foot here. This is really not good for us. If Liliana flips, though, it's not even like that great for us. She can't really do that much. This is unbelievably devastating right now because he's going to kill the Blood Flow Connoisseur. So this just fucking sucks. This is horrible. That's like the worst possible thing he could have drawn. Something to kill that guy. So basically the only hope now is that we draw a land and we can play the 6/6. Then we can maybe stabilize, but like that was... that, you know, giving something -1/-1, that is the absolute whammy. That is the worst possible thing he could have drawn. And he watches damage effects too. He's that kind of guy. So again, it's a land for the Soul Hoarder or bust, and it wasn't, so it could be a bust. Okay. Damn. Let's run the Liliana out, and then we can maybe gain some life. If he doesn't have any plays, we can block either of these two guys. But if he plays, if he kills Liliana, we're screwed. We can Fleshbag Marauder next turn, and then Liliana will flip, and that's pointless. Okay, so just this guy, he can exile some guys from his card, give a guy plus whatever. And that Elf Lord guy, does that give all elves +1/+1? No, it's just equal to the number of elves you control. Oh, this is not great. I think he's just going to attack with a 3/3. We're going to decline to block. Well, should we? I mean, what does Liliana do flipped? Not much. She can, like, get back a Perilous Mirror or a Blood Flow Connoisseur. Let's skip blocking. I just can't toss... I can't chump block with the Liliana, guys. I can't do it. Now, let's see what else we can draw. Hopefully he just has a land. God. Oh, man. This is so bad. We just can't... We just could not get here with this deck. Fleshbag Marauder, making him sack. Flipping Liliana, getting back the Perilous Mirror. That's pointless. Traitorous Instinct to steal, you know, what? It doesn't matter. That's pointless as well. We're going to lose this game. It's just deciding how to lose, essentially, at this point. What is this? It flips when... Well, we get a 2/2 zombie as well. We get a 2/2 zombie as well. So, let's just try this, see what happens. He's going to sack a guy, I sack a guy. He's going to sack his 1/1, I'm sure. And then, yeah, and then this flips. And then we can get back. We put it onto the battlefield. That's still just not good enough, I don't think. Well, let's go for the wombo combos. We're going to lose. Let's lose in style. Let's get back. She dies. Get back this. Then we sacrifice it again. And he has to sacrifice another guy. So we'll show him a little taste of how good our deck is when we actually draw lands. And he isn't killing all of our stuff. But we're going to lose. Nothing we can do. 3/3, 2/2. So if I block the 3/3, he still gets through with 3 damage. And he just wins by default by playing that and dealing 3 damage to me. Well, good game. Finally someone who beat us. I think if we would have drawn a land and played the 6/6, I think we would have stabilized for sure. We would have stabilized 100%. So that's just unfortunate that we didn't get the draws. But oh well. I hope to see you guys back in round number 3.